Hello everyone, this is Matt from Old School Gaming and welcome back to my Rimworld playthrough. You're currently watching episode 7 of the Ochan Tribe. In episode 6, winter finally came to an end and we are just now entering spring. Also in episode 6, we managed to finally get our defensive perimeter set up along with constructing 2 additional buildings. One of those buildings is now set aside for guests, and the other one is a spare house just in case we have any future additions to our colony here. In today's episode, we're going to concentrate mainly on setting up field placement and crop production. It is, after all, springtime, and we want to get those crops in the ground as soon as possible now. So let's get started, shall we? First things first, we're going to get this trading marker, place where we want our trading caravans to go. Let's get that out of there. We want to set up the first fields right here in this nice rich area, rich soil. And I want to set it up all through here. I want to set up one big field right there. And we're going to plant potatoes. Or is it maybe corn? No, we're going to do corn there. And we're going to concentrate mainly on corn and potatoes for food sources, because with the vegetable garden mod, we're going to be able to can certain vegetables, or we're going to be able to pickle certain vegetables with salt and salt and vegetables. So corn and potatoes are two of the vegetables we'll be able to do. And we're going to want to set up some fields here. And we'll set up the last field right there. I think we're just going to make that one big field. We'll have that one potatoes. This one we're going to make into let's make tobacco. Be a cash crop. Heel root. We'll do some cotton and some more cotton. And no, I don't want to do cotton in that one. We'll do tea and coffee and heel root and tobacco. Yeah, that's how we want to set it up. Those are all fairly non-perishable items. We can process those into cups of coffee and cups of tea. And there's this food processing station I was telling you about. We'll be able to pickle our items. I'm not sure we want to do the oven just yet. No, not quite yet. So let's speed up time here a little bit and we'll get them going. We need to set everybody on plant cutting and growing because we want to get these crops in the field. That's going to be priority number 1 for this episode. Going to reset the animal area here. Just going to set it up so that their animal safe area is all within the defensive perimeter now. I hadn't set that up before. Originally it was set to the old interior defensive perimeter. I'll allow my young animals to wander around a little bit more. Here's where we're going to set our pickling our vegetables. And as you can see, we can pickle beans, corn, potatoes, and snow beets. But I only know how to plant potatoes and corn right now. I'll need to research the technology for snow beets and beans at a later date. But we'll need salt for that. And for that you need to place salt mines. And we're not going to get too crazy with the salt. Let's just do about, 500 pieces should be good for now. And there's a raid. But hey, you know, we've got our defensive perimeter set up, so this will be a perfect opportunity to test our new defensive perimeter. And it's the Maalos again. Up to their old shenanigans. Well, let's get our people in there into position here. And those old Maalo guys are in for a nice little rude awakening. Last time they were here, all I had was a fence. Now I've got embrasures to hide behind. Oh, they're heading up north there. I'm not going in the right spot here. Let's get our people repositioned. We'll send these guys. Oh, let's just send 3 over there. We don't need all 4 over there. Let's have these Gray and Mystic take care of this last guy. And they're fleeing. I don't think we'll be able to hit them from here. So we'll just send them back to work, have them put out this fire. As I said in the last video, the wooden walls are the one downside to that is they are flammable. The upside is that they are cheap, quick to build, but they are flammable. Okay, now that that fun and excitement is over, how about we get back to planting our crops? And I see we got a low food warning, so I guess we're going to need to do some hunting here. Wintertime kind of tapped us out on food, so we need to send our hunters out. There's Fox off hunting a deer. She should be okay over there by herself. Maybe we'll gather up some of these apples and peaches around here too, see if we can find some of those. We don't want to run out of food. Until our crops are fully grown, we're just going to have to live off the land still. Well, the good news is we've got all our crops planted. Oh, we can concentrate on... let's put some floors in between here. Some pathways. Then we can concentrate on gathering some foods, foraging for some food. Just checking my pathing here. Everything looks pretty good. I guess we're going to need to build a couple more sleeping spots here with that boomalope joining us. Not really comfortable with a boomalope running around camp. They tend to explode big and cause fire. And since I have a all wood base here, but we'll sell him later on down the road. Just get him into camp here, and that way he'll be safe from predators and stuff. There's a mega sloth. Let's get that mega sloth. Definitely want to get that mega sloth. There's a lot of meat on him. I think maybe it's time we put wash buckets and toilets in each room. That way they're not all having to share one single wash bucket and one toilet. Make it a little easier on them. Let's move that medical bed. Not quite sure where we're going to move it yet, but maybe we'll build a hospital. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll build a hospital. Let's blueprint one of these rooms. Let's put this hospital right over here. First, we're going to need to move this trading spot again. Let's put it on up over here. And we'll go back and we'll put this building right up about over here. But to do that, we're going to need to take out that bed. And we finish up the advanced smithing system. This is good. This will be the last of the medieval technologies that we really need. We don't really need the food storage or the ice sculpting. So let's see what we got going on here. We could go with a new agriculture, but I think we really need to get going on smithing. Yeah, let's get going on smithing. Yeah, we'll start putting beds down. Well, folks, wow. Toxic fallout. If that isn't just a kick in the shin. Okay. Normally this wouldn't be such a bad thing to happen, but with this early in the spring, I just planted crops and I have almost no food. This is going to be interesting. How are we going to do this, folks? Okay, so a distant chemical fire has released a plume of poison over the entire region. Basically, you have to stay under a roof. And as you can see, we have almost no food. So let's hope this doesn't last very long. We can stay out in the toxic atmosphere for a little bit of time, so maybe we can hunt up a little bit of meat before the animals die off. And maybe some of the crops will live long enough, but so let's get everybody on hunting that can hunt. And we're gonna have to shift gears here, folks. Definitely gonna have to shift gears here. We're gonna need to gather up some food. Food is top priority. We gotta get food in underneath the toxic cloud and anything and everything that we can gather right now. Hurry up and gather. Because if we starve to death, well, it could be the end of the colony. So let's see if we got anything close by here. I'm not sure we're going to be able to I'm not sure we're going to have time to get all this stuff, but we'll at least tag it. definitely want to get that mega sloth. That mega sloth will feed us for a day, maybe 2. We'll get our zones set up first. We need to set up some new zones. New animal zone and a new human zone. Let's rename those. We're going to rename those. Human toxic. And animal toxic. Yeah, animal toxic. Now we need to set those. And since I want them to finish this hospital, even though it's toxic out, I'm going to set it here too. We'll get a roof over that area here real soon. And same with the animals. Nope, can't forget the bathroom. But same with the animals. We need to set up the animal area. Also, we want to protect those animals. Okay, now that our areas are set up, we need to hunt that mega sloth. Let's not forget about that mega sloth. And the crops are pretty much gone, so we'll set everybody to hunt first. I doubt we'll get all these, but we're gonna set them up anyways. Where are you going, Mystic? You need to come up here and hunt this mega sloth. That's your #1 priority. Hopefully she can get him. We need to watch that toxic level on our people. No, come back here and hunt this mega sloth. I want this mega sloth. I don't care about the little game. There, she got him. Good girl. They're all getting pretty hot, pretty high in their toxic levels. We may have to cut the foraging off here. Once they get up around 10% or higher, I don't like that. I tend to tell them to get back under cover. Yeah, let's just call it off. Let's just get everybody back under cover. I'd rather have my people be safe. There's some other alternatives we can figure out for feeding. We may form a hunting party and head off and scavenge outside this area, or forage outside of this area or something. But we'll see what happens. roof over this. Well, it looks like they're getting the hospital done, so we're going to build some more beds here in the hospital. So at least now we've got our hospital set up. That's the good news, folks, is we got a hospital set up now. We would have had our crops in until this acid fog or toxic fallout, whatever you want to call it, started falling on us. And we're just about out of food. Huh. Well, folks, I think that just about wraps up episode 7 here. If you liked this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And stay tuned for episode 8. We will wait and see to find out how long this toxic fallout is going to last, and if the Ochan people are going to survive or not. I'm going to let this play out for about another minute or so. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and I hope you have a good day.